Hello YouTube, this is Ininsaki, and I have come with a YouTube video that I'm going to try for the first time now. I'm going to teach you how to perform animation, make animated images on GIMP 2.6. The version that I'm going to teach you is just simply text forming on a screen as if a typewriter is typing it, but you can use this for really any method. Okay, so what we're going to have in the end is something like this. Is a picture of that, except instead of the you could do it with this, but what I'm going to do is it's simpler. It's just going to be typing it across the screen. What you pretty much do is you go to your picture that you want. Mine is here somewhere. Here it is. Now what you need to do is you need to copy it, put it in a new folder, so that it doesn't cramp your actual folders. You don't want multiple copies of it. Alright, now you got your folder that you want. Just paste that in there. Now you have your singular image, and you're going to have this text, which I added shortly before the video started. This text is going to be added to make it type. Okay, so what you do is you click on it and click Edit with GIMP. Wait for GIMP to start. Oh, and if you don't have your text in, you might want to put that in. Or if you're gonna need to have all your things that you want. And now, if you want a transparent background, then you do what I'm doing. If not, then you just start right away and leave the alpha channel out or whatnot. If you don't have an alpha channel in it, it won't be in bold, or if you go to layers, it won't say alpha. So if you don't want to do that, just click here to have it so the white's there, and then click this, and then you start there. I'm going to start a little elsewhere though, because I'm going to make the background transparent. So what I need to do, if you want to make it transparent, is completely, put an alpha channel on. If you don't have it, right click and then click Add Alpha Channel. Then what you do is you just erase all the white, literally all of it, because you don't need any of it. I mean, like, you will have the eyes back by the time you're done, but as of now you just need it all erased, so that you don't have any chance of missing any and then coming up with something that looks a little retarded. Now what you do is you take the dump tool, or whatever tool you wish, and just put the color back in. Alright, now you have your color back in. Now what I do is, to make it a little easier, is I just click Save. Right? Actually, Save As. And make sure it's a PNG file. Make sure of that, or if you want to make it transparent, otherwise you could have it like JPEG or whatever. Now what I do to make sure for typing it out is to make sure which one's which. So I just count how many letters are in it. Derpy Dash has 9 letters in it. I'm going to make it 10 so that includes the space. Alright? Now I click Save. And make sure that you turn off Save Background Color and you turn off Save Color Values from Transparent Pixels. Click Save. And as of right now, you could actually close GIMP to about this state. Now, I just need to do this because I messed up a little bit. You don't always have to do that, but you should end up with something like that. Alright? Now, let's minimize that. Go over here and open it back up. Minimize that. Now you have something like this. Now, if you were not going to do a transparent background, then you have it on white and on the color thing. But since I'm doing it transparent, I use eraser. What you need to do is you don't have to zoom in, I just did it because it's a little easier for me. Go over to the letters, and then erase them. Just one of them, right now. Then click Control Shift S or save as, and then if you're doing numbers like I do, subtract a letter or a number. Save it. Make sure it's still unchecked for the background and stuff. And then just keep continuing until there's no letters left. I'll get back to you when I'm done with that. Alright, so as I just said a couple minutes ago for me, a couple seconds ago for you, is that you want to make sure that you delete every single letter. Now, by the time you have no letters left, you're probably wondering what do you do. You could either A, just name it Derpy Dash, for my case, or you could do what I do and put 0 for 0 letters. Now you have that, and you're pretty much half done. Click File, Open as Layers, click the one just below the one that you're hovering over. We're on Derpy Dash 0, that says there. So we want to click 1, and then hold Shift and left click 10, or whatever number is the last one in your list. All of them should be highlighted and click Open. And it'll open all of them. Duh. And you should have all of them open as different layers. Should. And when you remove the visibility, you see that the letter starts disappearing. Now here, you see nothing happens when I change the visibility on this one, because this is the space. Like pressing the space key. Now what you do is you click File, Save As, you can name it whatever, I'll just name it Derpy Dash, which is why I don't know why I just deleted all of it. Then dot GIF. Remember that, GIF, GIF. Enter. You don't have to worry about indexed or grayscale, I just leave it on indexed. Click Save as an Animation, Export. And wait for the next window to open. You can tell well, my GIMP works, I probably need to get it updated. Alright. And then you can put a normal, any really normal text here, like Derpy Dash. And then this makes it so it changes between its thing, like 100 milliseconds being it changing like every 100 milliseconds, so it's like flying across the screen, or 1000 being it being super slow. I'll do an example of 500. Click Save. Oh, and if you don't want it to loop forever, you might want to unclick Loop Forever. Now you can close this because you're completely done with GIMP. Open your folder that you had it in, you see that a lot more than it. Double click Derpy Dash, and you see it starts typing. It leaves a space in there, and then it starts over because I have it on loop forever. That is how you make an animation with GIMP 2.6.